Hi sparkly beings, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a sequence that's about 20-ish minutes long, and it's devoted to the heart chakra. So your heart chakra is your center for obviously love, but also compassion and kindness, so self-compassion and compassion towards others. It's linked with your intuition and healing abilities, and oftentimes it's blocked whenever you have stress or anxiety or fear. There's a huge difference between fear and intuition and how you feel. So feelings are not always your intuitive intelligence. Feelings are oftentimes a primal sensory that comes up from your body, because your body is very much a primal being, and then your higher self, the soul that you're infused with, or whatever life force you want to think it is, that is who we really are. We're just temporarily renting out the vessel that we're in while we're here. So you are not your body, you are just in your body. So that being said, when you feel fear or anxiety or anything like that, that is a survival tactic. That is a survival response from your body, from your nervous system. So just be aware of that. So this particular sequence is to help you tap into your heart chakra, to allow you to be open and compassionate with yourself, and really feel what lifts you up, what brings you joy, what allows you to feel encouraged. So that's the space that we're working with today. So whenever you're ready, join me on your mat. Starting with me at the top of your mat. Make sure that your feet are very grounded. Go ahead and shift your weight from front to back to really feel the stabilization here on all four corners of your feet. Roll your shoulders down and back and face the front of your mat. Inhale both arms out and up to gaze up, and gently lean back. Exhale, press the air away, chin to chest. Inhale both arms out and up to gaze up, gently lean back. Exhale, press the air away, chin to chest. This time on our next inhale, something slightly different. So inhale here and clasp your left wrist with your right hand, and gently inhale and lengthen to your right. Maybe shift your weight more onto your right foot. Really lengthen through that side body and gaze up. Inhale back to center. Exhale, press the air away, chin to chest. Same thing, other side. Inhale, both arms out and up. Clasp your right wrist with your left hand and gently shift to the side, putting more weight into your left foot. Gaze up if that feels good on your neck. Just creating space here in the shoulders. We're going to be doing a lot of heart openers today, so we're going to want to really make sure we have this space here. Inhale back to center. Exhale, press the air away. Roll your shoulders down and back. And gently roll your shoulders forward. Now here's where we begin with one of our first heart openers. So bring both arms up ahead of you, palms towards the sky. Inhale here to lengthen, and on your exhale, you might need to step away from your wall like I did. You're gonna don't step. You're gonna stretch your arms out back and behind you as far as you can, and just hold it here. Really think about as if you had a giant plate and you're just trying to hold it up, and you're arching your back here to help hold that plate. And gently come back to center. Roll your shoulders down and back, and roll your shoulders forward. Inhale, both arms out and up. Exhale, flat back, swan dive, palms towards the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins. Exhale, press the palms to the mat and step it back for your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down chaturanga, knees or not. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, bend your knees, and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Feel free to walk it out here, as this is our first down dog of the day. Grounding through all 10 fingers and all 10 toes, biceps towards the front of the room. Next, inhale, lift your right leg. So inhale, right leg high, up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine, and on your exhale, press it up into a high crescent. Really ground yourself through your toes on the left and your heel on the front. Inhale here. Exhale, hands behind you. Clasp your fingers together and palms towards one another. Really draw your fist towards the ground. Inhale here. Exhale, gently lean back. As much as feels comfortable for you, this is a balancing posture. Inhale to rise, and then exhale, shift your torso onto the inside, or as close to the inside of your right thigh for humble warrior. Option also to lower your back heel to help with balance here. Still drawing your fist towards the sky, breathing into that space. Inhale to rise. Release your hands, shake them out. Inhale, both arms out and up. Exhale, guide your palms to the mat for your low lunge as you step it back into your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga, knees or not. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, bend your knees, and raise your hips. Up and back for downward facing dog. Really root through your hands and through your feet here. Feel your shoulder blades drawing down and back. Next, inhale, lift your left leg. So inhale, left leg here. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine. And exhale, rise to high crescent. Really ground yourself in your right toe and your left heel. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, arms down, back behind you. Clasp your fingers together. Inhale here to lengthen through your spine. Exhale, draw your fist down towards the ground and gently shift your heart towards the sky. Opening that space, breathing into it. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, tilt your torso forward and guide it onto anywhere close to the inside of your left thigh. Option to drop your right heel for balance, for humble warrior. Just breathing into that space. Inhale to rise. Release your hands, shake them out. Inhale, both arms out and up. Exhale, press hands to the mat. Step it back for your plank. Hold your plank here. And gently lower your knees to the ground. We're going to come into puppy pose. So, puppy pose, you're going to shift your weight back more towards your hips. And then walk or glide your arms away from you. The idea here is that we're going to get our hearts as close to the ground as possible. So whatever that looks like for you, maybe your chin is on the ground. Option for a bolster to raise this closer to you. So if you're having a problem here, you can go ahead and do this. This is totally fine and acceptable. Yoga is for you and your body, so always honor it where it's at. And just breathe into that heart space. Think about any dreams or desires that you've really been wanting in your life and how it feels good in the space of your heart. That childlike wonder that some of us maybe leave unattended. Gently walk your hands back towards you and come into your tabletop. So knees directly under your hips, palms directly under your shoulders. We're going to do a few cat-cows here. So tuck your toes, inhale, open your heart, raise your hips, and gaze up. Maybe draw the heels of your elbows towards your knees, shoulders down and back. And on your exhale, tops of the feet into the ground, rounding through your spine. Tailbone down towards the ground, navel to spine, chin to chest. Press the earth away through your hands. Just breathing in this space behind your neck. And gently release. Inhale, we're going to raise our left palm to the sky. And exhale, we're going to thread it through under our right arm. Just give ourselves a nice little shoulder stretch. Option to keep your right palm in front of your face, or glide or walk it ahead of your head to help create a little bit more of a stretch and a twist here in your spine. Heart towards the sky, and just breathe into that space. And guide your palm back towards your face, your right palm. Inhale, left palm high towards the sky, gaze up. Exhale, press the palm to the mat. Inhale, same thing on the right. Right arm towards the sky, gaze up. Exhale, thread it through. Lower the back of your shoulder and the back of your head as much as you can here. Option to keep your palm here or extend it out ahead of you by either walking or gliding it. And just honoring yourself where you're at. Every day is different. Heart towards the sky. Breathe into that space. And walk or glide your left palm back towards your face. Press into your left palm. Inhale, right palm towards the sky. Exhale, bring it down. For your tabletop, we'll do another cat-cow here, so tuck your toes. Inhale, arch your back, raise your hips, and gaze up. Think about drawing the heels of your hands towards your kneecaps, really pulling your shoulder blades down and back, opening through that heart. Exhale, press the earth away, chin to chest, untuck your toes, round through your spine, draw your navel in, tailbone down towards the ground, pressing away. And come back to center. From here, we're going to lower down onto our mats. So mindfully, all the way down. And we're going to come into Sphinx pose. So Sphinx pose, you want your elbows directly under your shoulders. And you really want to think about activating your legs here. And you're pushing your pelvic bone into the ground with your glute muscles, activating that. And inhale, open your heart, breathe into that space. And gently release. Lower your forehead to the mat. Arms out to your sides. Just a little release here. And then guide your feet towards your bum. So bend through your kneecaps. Take both hands, clasp your heels or the tops of your feet or middle of your feet, wherever you can. We're going to inhale here and exhale, raise. So you're pressing your feet away from you and drawing your shoulders down and back and coming up as high as possible. You might be here. That's totally fine. Just wherever you are, just honor that space. So this is boat pose. So we're just really opening our hearts, opening our shoulders, and gently release your knees back down to the mat. So you guide your head back down. Release your arms out ahead of you. Lengthen through your spine and pull your arms away, pull your legs away. And then start to walk your hands towards you and press yourself up to your knees. Bring your big toes together and your knees to the width of your mat as you lower your heart towards the ground for child's pose. We're really also releasing our back here from that bow pose. A lot of tension there. Just breathe into that space. Go ahead and walk your hands to the left, right palm over the left hand, and breathe into the shoulder blade on the right and that side body. And go ahead and walk your palms to the right. Same thing, other side, left palm on the right. Breathe into the side body, right behind that shoulder blade. And gently walk it back to center. Walk yourself back to sit on your feet. Guide your knees in. Maybe come up more towards the middle of your mat if you moved around a lot like I did. We're just going to come to sit back in our thunderbolt for a moment just to rest our bodies. Stretch the tops of your feet here, the shins. Guide your palms back down to the ground and walk your hands out to the left. So you let your glutes come to the left and bring your feet out ahead of you here. Really lengthen through your spine, clasp your knees. Palms ahead of you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gently roll down one vertebra at a time. Nice and slow. Head's going to be the last thing to gently come down. And all the way. There we go. All right. So bring your arms out into little L shapes at your sides and shift your knees from left to right and right to left. Just little windshield wipers here. And bring your knees into your chest. Place the palms on the outer edges of your knees and do some little circles here. So your knees from left to right, just massaging your lower backs, and from right to left. All right. Lower your feet to the mat. Maybe shift down your mat so you have space. We're going to come into bridge pose. So press your heels into the ground here. And on your inhale, get ready. And your exhale, press into your heels and raise your hips up towards the sky. Shoulders down and back, away from your ears. Really press through those glutes. Start activating those glutes. And gently release. We're going to do a slight variation of that if you can. If not, just continue to do the same one. So inhale here. Exhale, press through your heels back into that bridge. This time, clasp your hands under you and draw your fists away from you. Maybe rotate your shoulders down and back under you. And really lift through your heart here and lift through your chest. Press through those glutes. And gently release your shoulders. Let them roll out from under you. And release your bum back down to the ground. Shift your knees from left to right and right to left. Next, we're going to go into our wheel pose. So whenever you're ready, get your feet closer to your hips. And here, if you can, do your best to grab your ankles, as this is going to help set us up for a more successful wheel pose. So now your hips are raised and you're opening through your heart. Take your palms back down behind you on either side of your head, so right near your ears. Inhale here, really root through your heels, and exhale, press up into your wheel pose. Holding it here for a few breaths. And gently lower your glutes down towards the ground as you bend through your elbows, one vertebra at a time. Bum is the last thing to come down. And arms out to the sides. Shift your knees from left to right and right to left in our windshield wipers. And come back to center. Guide both knees into your chest. This time clasp arms around your knees. So grabbing opposite elbows here and gently rocking through your lower body. Draw your tailbone down towards the ground, really lengthening through your lower back. Just massaging that out. And let the left leg come down nice and long out ahead of you. Keep your right knee into your chest. Inhale here, exhale, guide your right knee to the left with your left hand and gaze over your right shoulder. So right arm can be long out behind you and then a little L shape here. Just a spinal twist to release that from all the tension of that wheel pose. And gently bring it back to center. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So left knee into the chest, right leg extended. Inhale here, exhale, guide your left knee down with your right hand. Extend your left arm out long behind you and gaze to your left shoulder. Nice little spinal twist. Releasing all that tension. And gently come back to center. One more little Circle to the left and circle to the right with your palms on your knees. And let your legs fall out ahead of you. With your feet open towards the sky. Palms up towards the sky. Arms just about 45-degree angle away from you. Just getting ready to be in your Savasana. Breathing away any tension in your body. An opportunity to connect with your heart here. What does it tell you? How often do we listen to it? There's a philosophy that maybe we live our best lives if we live through our heart instead of our head. So your head is there to get you through the sticky situations that your heart draws you through. But if you don't follow your heart, you may live with some resentments or regrets because your mind kept you from doing what your heart wanted. So just really remember that. And tap into your heart. Let it tell you what it wants. Leave space for it. And just deepen your breath. Scan your body from the base of your feet to the crown of your head on your inhale. And on your exhale, through the crown of your head to the base of your feet. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And gently shift to the left. Guide your left arm under your head as a pillow. Right palm to the mat to brace yourself. And just a little bit of a curled up fetal position here. And gently press into your right palm to guide yourself up into a nice easy seat. Roll your shoulders down and back, palms towards the sky for receiving. Just scan through your body. Tailbone nice and grounded, nice and long through your spine. Breathing into that heart space that we opened. Maybe it's telling you to don't forget your dreams. Do your best to follow that. Inhale, both arms out and up. Press palms together. Exhale, press hands to heart center. In prayer, inhale here, lengthen through your spine, and exhale, bow to yourself. And thank yourself for this opportunity to reconnect with your mind, body, and spirit. Namaste. I hope you enjoy that and you feel nice and open in your heart. And I hope that you were able to maybe tap into some underlying desires and aspirations that you have that you maybe didn't realize or had forgotten about. Continue to bring your kindness through your day and pass it on to whomever comes into your midst. So if you really liked and appreciated this particular session, then go ahead and like and subscribe if you're interested in more like this. We still have 2 more chakras to do. But until next time, have a beautiful rest of your day, and namaste.